a realm where the sun gently kissed the horizon each day, there resided a young mortal named Phaethon. He was no ordinary boy, he was the son of Helios, the radiant god of the sun. Despite his divine lineage, Phaethon often felt overshadowed by his father's brilliance. Helios was revered across the lands, admired for his unwavering light that nurtured life itself. In Phaethon's heart lingered an unsettling void, a yearning for acknowledgement and recognition as an individual, rather than merely Helios' son. He walked among mortals. Whispers followed him like shadows, speaking of great deeds and heroic feats achieved by others, while Phaethon stood silently on the sidelines. The laughter of his peers echoed in his ears, taunting him with reminders of mediocrity. Their words pierced him deeply, questioning what legacy he would leave behind if he remained content to bask in his father's shadow. Fateful day, curiosity ignited within him like flames seeking air. He sought counsel from the one person who could unveil his path, the mighty Helios himself. With fervor burning in his chest, Phaethon approached his father's magnificent chariot, its golden sheen glimmering under the warm sunlight. Majestic steeds pawed at the ground impatiently, their fiery manes billowing like flames caught in a tempest. Phaethon gazed up at Helios with longing eyes filled with dreams of glory and grandeur. He yearned to seize control of that celestial vehicle, which traversed the heavens each day, a desire pulsing through him like a heartbeat, eager to race ahead. Helios observed his son, carefully. Pride swelled within him, but mingled with concern as well. Understanding Phaethon's ambition, there lay a weighty truth to wielding such power, a truth only experience could impart. After moments stretched into eternity between them, Helios granted permission for Phaethon to drive the chariot across the sky. Excitement coursed through Phaethon's veins. This moment promised transformation from mere youth into legend awaiting just beyond reach. He prepared for this monumental task ahead. Sparks danced in his eyes, reflecting both exhilaration and trepidation. Beknownst to him were quiet whispers carried by gentle winds. Nyx watched from her realm enveloped in silken night, sensing both promise and peril intertwined within her beloved creation, Earth. He pondered upon these events unfolding beneath her gaze, as shadows grew longer over valleys stretching far below. With determination firming within him and golden armor gleaming against daylight's glow, Phaethon took hold of those ethereal reins, feeling invincible in anticipation of this grand venture above all else. And thus began a tale woven through ambition and unforeseen consequences lying on distant horizons. The adventure commenced, however, initially smooth sailing, soon turned turbulent as clouds thickened around them. They soared through azure skies, adorned with fleecy clouds whispering secrets, shared among stars above. Phaethon's confidence surged alongside uncertainty, stirring deep within. Moments morphed into chaos, as fiery steeds sensed their riders' wavering grip, their restlessness igniting wild abandon beneath star-kissed skies. Flames licked at their sides while panic fluttered through Phaethon's heart. Could he reign? And back before calamity ensued. A wave swept over earth below as relentless heat-scorched fields, once lush with life rivers, boiled away under unforgiving rays, while creatures fled desperately seeking refuge from scorching sunlight above. Mortals wept amid desolation wrought by misguided ambition, a reminder that even gods must tread carefully when aspirations soar too high, without wisdom guiding them homeward. Destruction unfolded further across lands suffering beneath unyielding flames. Nyx lamented softly over her precious earth, ravaged by turmoil born from youthful hubris, yet held back her intervention for now. Observing quietly yet wishing she could mend what had been torn apart by reckless desires, unfurling unchecked before her watchful gaze. High upon Olympus, watching this chaotic scene unfold, was Zeus himself, the king of gods, concerned not just for humanity, but also nature's delicate balance disrupted so grievously by one bold act gone awry. Enough was enough from depths. 'Neath thunderous clouds came forth rumbling declarations heralding doom. He called forth lightning bolts aimed directly at stopping madness perpetrated by careless hands grasping for stars too far away. A blinding flash erupted across. heavens marking both tragedy and lesson learned about daring to reach beyond limits set forth long ago, when pride eclipses prudence. And then silence fell, the echoes faded slowly, leaving behind remnants drifting softly amidst nights. Brace where healing began anew after calamity passed the earth, sighing relief, weaving tales yet untold under starlit skies, now filled again with hope, whispering secrets, waiting patiently until dawn breaks anew. Phaethon stood at the entrance of the celestial stables, his heart racing with a mix of excitement and trepidation. Golden light of dawn spilled into the sky, illuminating the magnificent sun chariot, adorned with intricate designs of sunbeams and mythical motifs. The day felt extraordinary. It was his chance to embrace his heritage. He donned his shimmering golden armor, crafted by skilled artisans under Helios' watchful eye. Phaethon felt a surge of invincibility coursing through him. The armor glinted in the sunlight, as if it were made from the very rays that his father commanded. He could hardly believe that he was about to take control of such immense power. With each step toward the chariot, whispers from Nyx danced around him, a soft reminder echoing in his mind that power must be wielded wisely. Excitement drowned out her words as he climbed onto the seat, grasping the reins tightly in his hands. The fiery steeds pawed at the clouds beneath them, their restless energy palpable. Taking a deep breath and summoning all his courage, Phaethon felt exhilarated by what lay ahead, the vast expanse of sky awaiting him to conquer. Flick of his wrist, he urged the steeds forward. They surged into motion with a force that nearly knocked him off balance at first. It was thrilling and intoxicating rush as they soared higher into the heavens. Clouds billowed around them like cotton candy as Phaethon skillfully navigated through them. The earth below shimmered like a jewel bathed in sunlight, while mortals gazed up in awe at Helios' sun, gallivanting across the sky. Pride swelled within him. This moment belonged to him alone. As they ascended further into uncharted territories above Earth's surface, an unfamiliar strain began to weigh on Phaethon's control over the fiery steeds. Their strength was overwhelming. They seemed to sense their master's uncertainty and grew restless beneath him. And as a smooth ride soon revealed itself as a turbulent journey as they veered sharply left, then right, Phaethon struggled to rein them back into alignment. Panic settled alongside, adrenaline doubts crept forth from somewhere deep within him, while Nyx's whispers grew louder amidst this turmoil, reminders that true mastery requires understanding and respect for one's limits. Suddenly, without warning, one steed bolted forward wildly, dragging Phaethon along for an unruly flight through turbulent air currents. His heart sank as he recognized just how daunting this celestial dance truly was. Horizon blurred before him, while vibrant colors twisted chaotically together, a troubling palette painting destruction rather than beauty across Earth, below fields of flame and rivers hissing away under relentless heat radiating from above. Those harrowing moments aboard his father's chariot, soaring unchecked through skies once serene, yet now marred by flames ignited by unbridled ambition. Phaethon's resolve began to shatter alongside fragile peace on Earth beneath him. From Olympus high above, Zeus observed with growing concern as despair spread across Earth due to Phaethon's recklessness. He witnessed nature's balance falter under relentless heat and chaos unleashed upon mortals, who suffered dearly for youthful hubris. Deciding enough was enough, Zeus called forth thunderbolts while descending towards Earth, aimed directly at halting this madness caused by misguided ambition. Lightning struck down upon Phaethon's chariot in blinding flashes, followed by an eerie silence, a powerful moment marking both tragedy and lessons learned about overreaching one's limits. Those fleeting seconds before chaos took full reign over both sky and earth. Nyx contemplated how even gods face trials stemming from prideful desires, while reflecting on mortality intertwined with divinity. A reminder echoed softly against her starry veil as she watched Earth's slow healing process begin after calamity had passed. As chaos engulfed the realms below, Phaethon struggled with the reins of the sun chariot. The gentle rhythm of their journey transformed into a cacophony of panic and flames. Each fiery steed moved gracefully yet powerfully, surging forward uncontrollably, their hooves pounding like distant thunder against the clouds as they raced across the sky. Phaethon gripped tightly, his knuckles pale against the golden leather, his heart pounding with a mix of fear and exhilaration. A splendor he had envisioned rapidly faded into a nightmare as beams of sunlight scorched the earth beneath him. Lanes that had once flourished with life glowed warmly under golden rays, but dimmed into twilight hues. Rivers that sparkled under soft sunlight boiled away in an instant, steam rising like whispers from charred ground. Creatures once vibrant now fled desperately for cover from relentless rays that stripped them of shade and solace. Mortals cried out in despair as crops shriveled beneath the unforgiving heat, their hopes for harvests turned to ash before their eyes. Smoke billowed high above lands where laughter used to echo. Now only silence reigned, a mourning for nature ravaged by youthful ambition gone awry. Her realm of twilight shadows, Nyx felt each pulse of suffering resonate through her being. Sorrow washed over her as she gazed upon her beloved earth, bearing scars wrought by reckless desires. Contemplated intervening, her heart twisted at witnessing such devastation, but remained tethered by unseen forces beyond her control. And silent cries filled the air amidst chaos. He realized too late that this power was far greater than he could ever command alone. Helios watched helplessly from afar, dread settling deep within him as he perceived his son's plight unfolding across skies, painted crimson with destruction. Aspiration clawed at Helios, heart. A father's instincts surged forth as he called out for divine intervention. Zeus must act. This turmoil could not be left unchecked any longer. It threatened not just mortals, but the fabric of existence itself. High on Olympus, Zeus surveyed the turmoil spiraling beneath him, his brow furrowed deeply as dark clouds gathered ominously around his throne like foreboding omens. His voice rumbled like distant thunder, while he summoned forth stormy winds. Each gust carried whispers imbued with power demanding order be restored to chaos. Lightning crackled overhead, a dance born from raw energy, unleashed upon those who dared reach too far without understanding what lay ahead. He held within his grasp thunderbolts, charged with fury, aimed directly toward Phaethon's wayward chariot, the only means left to halt devastation coursing across lands below. Zeus descended amid blinding flashes, illuminating skies. Once again, the world held its breath in anticipation. Would this moment mark salvation or tragedy? When bolts struck true against gilded wheels turned too freely, it would etch forever upon hearts a lesson learned. Ambition must always abide alongside wisdom, lest ruin follows close behind. Full crash resounded throughout heaven and earth, like Phaethon felt an otherworldly force grip him tight, before everything succumbed to brilliance birthed from wrathful divinity above. In an instant, moments stretched endlessly. Midst echoes fading into silence, where shadows reclaimed dominion over light now dimmed. And then came stillness, a serene hush enveloping desolation left behind. With time passing gently like a tender breeze caressing wounded landscapes, the earth began its slow healing process after calamity had swept through without mercy or remorse. Lingered among remnants scattered about where life would eventually take root, new lessons woven into fabrics rich with experience, shared between gods and mortals alike, whispered softly under starlit skies awaiting dawn's embrace. More, as the thunder rumbled ominously above, Phaethon found himself caught in a whirlwind of despair and desperation. Once vibrant skies now shimmered with shades of chaos, swirling like a tempest around him. His heart raced as he struggled to maintain control over the wild steeds that had become restless beneath his grasp. Each violent leap of the chariot sent tremors through his body. He could hear cries rising from earth, below, a haunting symphony carried by the winds, filled with the sorrow of scorched lands and suffering creatures. That once flowed gently now boiled away under the wrathful rays spilling from the sun chariot, while lush fields turned to ash at an alarming pace. Phaethon's spirit sank deeper into despair. Begun as an adventure about glory, had morphed into a desperate fight for survival amid looming destruction. He recalled his father's loving warnings, truths he had brushed aside in his quest for validation. Sensing his turmoil, The steeds surged forward uncontrollably, feeding off their riders' mounting fear. With each passing moment, Phaethon's grip weakened against their overwhelming strength. It felt as though he were being pulled toward oblivion itself. Above him on Olympus, Zeus stood tall and imposing, his brow furrowed with urgency as he witnessed nature being ravaged before his very eyes. The earth cried out for relief. Storms brewed within Zeus' heart, as concern intertwined with rage at such reckless ambition, threatening all life below. He called upon ancient powers. Imbued within him, the sky darkened further still as lightning crackled fiercely overhead. Each bolt manifested strength honed over centuries, not just to strike, but to restore balance disrupted by one youthful act gone awry. With resolute intention coursing through him like currents of energy surging within clouds, Zeus descended toward earth, illuminated by flashes revealing chaos unfolding below him. His voice boomed across realms, a command echoed loud enough for even Phaethon amidst tumultuous winds to hear deep inside that moment, suspended between fury and resolution. An instant that felt both eternal, yet fleeting. The blinding light struck down upon Phaethon's chariot. It shattered through roaring flames birthed from unleashed power, twisting wildly against natural order, a powerful collision marking. Tragedy intertwined, with lessons learned harshly etched into memory forevermore. Then came silence, a stillness wrapping around everything like soft twilight settling after stormy seas, churned violently into calm waters. Slowly but surely peace returned, not without cost, as remnants drifted softly amidst nights, embrace weaving tales yet untold under starlit skies, filled anew with hope whispering secrets waiting patiently until dawn broke again. Phaethon tumbled from his chariot onto parched ground far below, disoriented, but alive beneath fading embers of destruction wrought upon him by choices made too hastily, fueled by ambition, untempered by wisdom earned only through experience. Lived fully alongside humility, acknowledged deeply within heart's yearning always towards divinity's light. Around him lay charred landscapes, awakening cautiously from nightmares. Long endured earth began its slow healing process. After calamity, past rivers would flow again, while flora blossomed forth reborn, despite scars etched into existence. Left behind as reminders forged in memory, enduring beyond mortal time itself. Nyx watched closely from her shadowy realm, enveloping stars twinkling brightly above you. Could almost sense her sigh mingling with whispers among celestial bodies, shimmering softly down upon those who suffered, yet persevered, embracing. Earned along paths, carved through struggles faced bravely together. Tales spun forth carrying reflections woven throughout history, reminding all souls that even gods must tread carefully when desiring greatness too readily, without respect guiding them homeward gently back toward understanding gained. Slowly over time spent learning beneath watchful eyes, gazing lovingly across limitless horizons ahead.